Welcome to the 7th episode of the... Let's redo it.
I'm going to keep it in. Just keep it going. Just go one more time.
Okay, that's fine.
Just such energy brought to this episode so
Right?
far.
Okay. Welcome to the 7th episode of the Questions Only podcast. I'm your host, Sam Beals.
And I'm your other host, Mason Beals.
Great. Let's get started.
It only took... Wow. Did you do cocaine before this?
You said I didn't have enough energy in the last episode.
I've said that in several of the episodes.
Yeah, so I figured I'm just going to bring the hype this episode.
Yeah, and just the peaking levels, too.
Yep. Spike the audio.
That's fine. I don't know what to do. Usually I'm the high energy one.
Exactly.
I'm kind of at a loss for words. Okay, great. Sure. Welcome, everybody.
How's your week been, Mason?
It's been all right. Kind of crazy at work. There's this new editor in the office. She's about 50-something years old. And she seems really nice, but she's incredibly soft-spoken, unlike everybody else in my office, who is just sort of like kind of loud. Like everybody, they're professionals, but they're still like loud individuals.
Yeah, loud people.
They're loud people, and she's just so soft-spoken, and she's very nice, and it's been a hell of a week because it was just crazy organization stuff with a lot of mundane things nobody really cares about, but besides that, it's been all right. Sam, how about you? You said you had an anecdote?
What? No, I didn't say that, but,
Just called me out as being a fucking liar.
I ain't calling you truther. Anyways,
Just go on.
Yeah, it's been all right. I mean, my work hasn't called me back. I got hired, and they haven't given me any shifts. I
His
don't know.
work has ghosted him.
Yeah.
Been there, but with women.
Yep. Anyways, so I'm applying at Pizza Hut now, so that's gonna be fun.
Are we just gonna watch the degradation of your life? Degradation? Yeah. Whatever. Degrading of your life.
Yeah.
On this podcast.
But you know what I noticed? I don't get enough sleep.
Okay. Well,
no. So I will end up staying up till like 3 a.m., right? When I can't sleep, I end up watching just stupid shows on Netflix, stupid videos on YouTube, stuff like that. I start getting really into them, though. So I was watching a baking show called Sugar Rush, to where it's like...
I feel like I've heard of that.
Probably. Olivia introduced it to me.
She goes, "You're gonna love this."
Basically what it is like they are just like on a timer. They have to
just make something sweet.
But then their time carries over to their like cake round, which is like 3 hours plus whatever time they save.
Oh, that's kind of like every cooking show, but that one element.
Yep. So then, but I'll get like really into them because, and I kicked myself the other night because I was watching it, and at one point they were decorating it, and there's this stuff called fondant. It's just like edible little decorations.
Uh-huh.
And they were, had this whole topper thing, and it was just like a lot of fondant, and I'm
already the phrase that it was a lot of fondant.
Yeah, no, I was like, just thinking to myself, I'm like, no, that's too much fondant. Like, middle of the night.
Yeah.
I've never actually baked anything or anything like that.
Like, you're just sitting back and like,
yeah.
Oh, Janice, that is way too much fondant.
I'm like, Bethany and Emma, you put too much fondant on that cake. But no, I just like, after I said that, I was like, I'm going to bed. Yeah. I'm done.
Click. I mean, that was the story of like Minecraft that I have.
Oh my gosh.
That was just like when we were both really into playing Minecraft. I was probably, would you say I was more into playing Minecraft than you?
Yeah, I've never been like that.
I was pretty into it when I was younger. I was playing, and it was at the time where I had like no friends. I just like spent all my time indoors on the weekend, and I was just playing Minecraft, and I got to the top of like this ridge and just like looked over, and the sun was setting, and I was like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. And then I just clicked off, and I was like, it's blocks. It's blocks. It's blocks. It's not beautiful. It's a stupid video game. I have to put this down and like literally just at least be outside for at least 5 minutes.
It's just abstract art.
It was bonkers. I was like, oh my god, this is too much. That was my breaking point.
Yeah. I love that phrase though. Yeah, it was just when I didn't really have friends.
I mean, yeah.
Where I'm at right now.
Yeah, right. And so that's what happens. You just watch certain things. You're like, Bethany, can we meet?
Oh,
I love you. All right. Anyways, should we move on to some questions, Sam?
Sure.
All right. Great. So, Sam,
Yes.
what is the worst movie you've seen?
The worst movie I have seen. Any of your short films?
Oh, did you have that one loaded?
No, I just thought of that right
Oh,
then
really?
and there. Yep.
That's
Sorry, bud.
Oh, wow. Real movies. I don't count those as real movies.
That's
Boom.
fair,
I
that's
got.
fair.
I saved myself.
The Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire.
Those are not bad.
I just
They're not the
I know,
worst.
they're not.
It's hard because a lot of the movies that we saw as kids we didn't realize were bad. Like Baby Geniuses
True.
2. I watched that and I was like, oh, fun. But it's like Baby Geniuses 2, you know?
Yeah, it's
Same with like Spider-Man 3. Like I didn't think Spider-Man 3 was bad when I saw that in theaters. I was fucking hyped. I couldn't sleep for the
true.
release
You
of
had that black Spider-Man suit.
Oh my god, I wore
Yeah.
that thing to school underneath
You
my
wore-
clothes.
yeah, you wore that
I was
so
like,
much.
no, it makes me more powerful. Like I was a delusional little fucker. But so anyway, so Spider-Man 3, not the movie that I would say is the worst movie I've
No,
ever
I
seen.
know. I was kidding.
I was gonna
but-
say something like Justice League or Suicide Squad, but I don't think those are the worst. Like out of like movies that I think are legitimately horrible, like they suck. They disappoint me because those are characters that I want to see be really good.
It's true.
And Justice League did suck. Like it sucked. But there's still people that like it.
Yeah.
So
But
worst
no,
movie of ever.
worst movie to you. You know, worst movie that you've seen. So
Jesus.
that's kind of.
I mean, Justice League would be up there for sure
Yeah.
because it just pissed me off that much. You
yeah.
know?
That's the thing. I'm like DC. So good at making trailers.
Oh yeah.
So bad at presenting.
Except for the Aquaman trailer, that one does not look.
Looks
Good.
alright. I don't know. It's
I think it's because we know what we're getting into at this point.
also I don't know. Has anybody actually ever been into Aquaman?
Some people, sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
this Aquaman, when I saw that it was going to be like Jason Momoa and whatever, like back when it was going to be Justice League, whatever, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like they're doing kind of a cool, gritty version.
Yeah,
But then
which
you
I'm fine
realize
with,
they're
but-
just trying to do a cool, gritty version with every superhero in that universe, and it just sucked balls.
I hate
Sucks
that
balls.
universe so much.
Yeah.
The only good movie in that universe so far has been Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
The only one I'm intrigued about now is Shazam. Could be
Yeah.
good. Still have my doubts, though.
All right, we haven't answered the question. So, worst movie, Justice League is up there for me. I would say I also saw the movie Downsizing, and okay, I was also like intoxicated with a certain substance when I saw this, and so it maybe seems worse. But to me, it was a buck wild, insanely horrible movie. Like they had this character that was like I think she was Korean or whatever, and it seemed like it was just a really racist character because her accent was so thick, and it just I don't know, like this is making me sound racist, but like it just seemed just insanely racist to
Yeah.
me, and I was like just intoxicated, and like I just could not believe what I was watching. So that was
Yeah.
also one of them. I should probably rewatch it if I'm really gonna make these claims.
I
but-
guess. Yeah, no, I didn't think about it before, but definitely Suicide Squad. I'm just gonna say that. You know,
Yeah.
I've only seen it once, but it was god awful.
Yeah.
So bad.
I mean, there's things about it when I look back and I'm like, Justice League was terrible because of the
So
writing in particular to me was like awful with that. With Suicide Squad, there was at least some decent writing in it. They just went for this tone and this vibe and this thing that just really didn't work out. And there was a lot of cheesy, dumb shit in it too.
It's true.
But at least it wasn't all just like
Oh, and
shit
the-
line after
the
shit line
reshoots.
after shit line. Yeah,
Of-
and Justice League was just like, it was maddening. It was maddening to me as I was
Yeah.
sitting in the theater. I was like, how did it get to this? There's so many people working on this. How is there not one fucking competent person that's like, actually, this sucks?
I'm sure there's at least one, but
I'm
they
sure
just
there's-
don't have enough power.
Right. I'm just surprised that the executives that have gotten to where they are making these movies. Because
Yeah.
how do you... I just don't know.
Yeah, it does honestly seem like, you know, the people making the DC movies and stuff like that are just going a lot more for like a cash grabbing type
Yeah.
thing. But then the people of the MCU are just like, no, we're just giving you good content.
Yeah.
This is just good stuff.
I feel like I'm also pretty good at avoiding bad content. Like, I'm not, I really don't want to put my time into a movie with all the good movies that are out there, I do my research before, which it'll stop me from seeing certain things that I probably might like. But I'm like, if it just seems like it's gonna suck, I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna waste my time on that. So, of course, you can learn things from the shitty ones, but whatever. So, Justice League, and just in recent memory, those are some of the worst ones that I've seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, for the most part, Suicide Squad. Justice League is a little bit more fresh in my memory, so just because Suicide Squad was years ago. Yeah. So I'm gonna say the DCEU. You know, all of that.
Except, it has a different name now.
Oh, it does?
It's like they've locked onto a name.
Well, either way, the DC movie universe. But that's, besides Wonder Woman, that's the only one that's been good. So.
I think it's called the DCU. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's like...
I didn't even like Man of Steel when it came out.
Yeah, Man of Steel was fine. Everybody knows that one's just fine. All right, shall we move on to the next question?
Yeah, I think we answered that one to the best of our abilities.
I'm excited for the next one, Sam, because I think it has a lot to do with you and I. Is cereal soup?
No.
No?
No.
Come on.
I'll do it.
What is cereal soup?
Damn it, Mason.
Is cereal soup, Sam? Oh, that's a tongue twister. Is cereal soup, Sam? Is cereal soup.
Oh my god.
I'm not talking about the podcast. It's a podcast called Cereal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You don't know a lot. Come on. I think I have an answer. I want your answer first, though.
I don't care what arguments you can bring to the table. No.
Yeah, I agree.
I refuse for that to be soup.
Well, is there cold soup? That's my whole thing.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
But hot cereal is oatmeal.
That's porridge.
Yes.
That is mush. That is not a soup.
Yeah, so cereal is not soup.
No.
I'm pretty solid on the fact that it's not soup because of hot, I can't think of a cold soup. I'm sure I can Google cold soup, but that's not the standard. You know what I mean? I'm gonna Google cold soup.
Yeah.
I love 2018. Cold soup. Keep cool this summer with this collection of our best cold soup recipes.
Just the words. Cold soup.
Can you imagine just like a cold chicken noodle soup?
Or a cold clam chowder.
Oh my god, just slurping down on the cold clam chowder.
So no.
Okay, I think
I love cereal so much.
I did too. And when you think of cereal, what cereal pops in your brain? Like initially?
I don't actually know.
What were you picturing? Come on.
Usually it's just like whatever cereal is like I've most recently eaten.
Most recently eaten.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's...
I think it is.
Whatever.
I have most recently
I feel like you fucked it up in a weird way. But let's move on.
Maybe. Anyway, I haven't taken a sip.
Talking about his coffee.
Yep.
What do you think? Like, when I was like, you're imagining a bowl of soup. You're looking down at a bowl of soup. What are you thinking right now?
Soup.
Shit. You're looking down at a bowl of cereal right now. What are you thinking?
Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios.
I was thinking Captain Crunch for some reason, like classic, but I don't.
That's good.
I fucks with Captain Crunch that much.
I've only had that though, like handful of times. You know.
Yeah, I only eat it by the handfuls too. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I think that cereal does not have to be eaten with milk. Doesn't have to be eaten with a liquid, so it really is sort of like its own thing. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Like soup is not an ingredient. Cereal is an ingredient.
Yeah. Soup is
made of many other ingredients, but
is an outcome.
Watch your mouth. All right, next question.
Sure.
Why doesn't McDonald's sell hot dogs?
Because it would be called the McWiener. I don't know.
Wow, that was pretty quick. No, like why? With all the other things that are on McDonald's menu, why don't you think they sell hot dogs?
Because it's so.
They sell little apple pies. They sell hash browns.
That's fine. That's like...
Those are like...
That's not a tube of meat. Like, their burgers, right? Everybody knows they're just whatever, frozen, stupid stuff like that.
Don't at me.
Don't at me. But no, all I'm saying is that the idea of a McWiener is so nasty that it can't.
It can't exist in this
can't
world.
exist.
The world.
Think about
like a McDonald's, the structure that, you know, the building that creates all the McDonald's creations that they come, like, they're like, okay, how are we gonna like redo the McRib this year? How are we gonna make the McFlapjack this year? If they were like, as soon as that McDick is made, that McWiener is made, literally the building just sinks into the ground. Like, I'm imagining a skyscraper just like, you know, Kitty Pryde style, just
gone,
just into the ground, and everybody with it.
Yeah,
that happened to.
I was thinking
be
more
a part of that creation.
Just, you know, the entire building's just sucked up into hell.
Yeah,
because that's definitely what should happen.
Yeah, it's like,
you know?
Satan's on his computer, just like in hell, getting things ready for the next set of victims to come in.
Fiddle.
He's buying his next fiddle on Amazon, and just a little notification pops up, and it's like, bing bong, McWiener is made. He's like, oh, okay, and he just like stands up from his desk. He gets in the elevator. He goes up onto the ground floor, takes a bus over. I'm sure he could just teleport, but yeah, he's just like,
no,
the McWiener's made, and he just like knocks on the door. He like opens the door. He's like, hey, is this where like the McWiener was just made? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna need all you guys to come with me. Just like, sorry, it's just, it was in the rules.
Yeah.
The rules, like, that exists. Like, come on, let's go.
See, fun fact, when God created the universe, he set in 2 rules.
No
don't
McWiener.
eat from that tree, and don't make a McWiener. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Don't break them. Don't break them. Don't make a McWiener. Don't eat from that tree.
Don't.
That's what humans did. They ate from the tree. If they ever eat the McWiener, boom, rapture, done.
That's not even a rapture, just sort of like the flood, the sequel. Floods the earth again.
Yeah.
And this time he's like, you like wieners, huh? He just wieners fall from the sky, and the gay pride parade is going on in Austin. They're just like, yeah, but it's like way too many wieners for anybody to handle, and so
we're talking like
just fills
actual
the streets.
wieners. Or
I mean, I'm talking hot dogs. I'm sure they would just be kind of like, I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
They're just phallic, so who cares? And they're just celebrating their love of these fallacies in a way.
I mean,
maybe that's not what it is.
Not women.
Yeah, I'm talking specifically gay. Here's the thing: does gay mean? I mean, like lesbian means woman for a woman. You know, it means when a woman loves a woman.
Yes.
Does gay mean man loves man? But also, like, if a woman is gay, she's a lesbian. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I think it is, right?
Go ahead.
Kind of like the Spanish masculinity and feminine terms, to where it's like the masculine terms can either mean specifically, you know, a male, or it can mean general if you don't really know who you're talking about, type of thing. And then the feminine is just for the feminine, you know.
Okay.
So it's like,
oh, I get it.
yeah.
Okay, sure.
That's
I mean,
how I see it.
I was like thinking about the Spanish language. I was like, the Spanish language is really actually not progressive when you think about it. Like, kind of declares things as masculine, and it's not like I care all that much, but I just think that's kind of a funny thing that it's like, oh, the English language is, I don't know, open, open and down to fuck. I don't know. Anyway, so I think we answered that. Yeah, if the reason McDonald's doesn't have a hot dog is because the McWiener would end all things.
Yeah. It's the second rule. There's 2.
There's 2
There's
rules.
2.
And we already broke one.
Yeah, we've broken half of the rules that exist.
I love that. I love that about humans in the mythos of the Bible.
Yeah.
Not that we're saying it's true, but just the idea that, like, whoever made the Bible was sort of like, God made 2 people. They sinned almost immediately.
Yeah, it's like, you can have everything. You don't even have to wear clothes.
Dude, you get to, like, just play with lions and lambs at the same time.
And
no issues.
Yeah, literally. It's
Dinosaurs, too. They are there.
Yeah, sure.
And you're not going to have any problems. but just don't eat that fruit. Like, that's, but why? Just because I said so. Like, that's the point. That I just want to know that you aren't going, oh, so it's like a symbolism thing? Yes, in a way it's a symbolism. Okay, well, so there's not actually real consequences. Like, I'll make some motherfucking consequences, and y'all are going to learn about, like, cancer and stuff.
I think...
And war.
That's half of it, but then also...
And death.
The name of the fruit, I forget. What it,
Name of the fruit?
Yeah, it's like...
Apple.
Well, it's like the all-knowing whatever. Type.
Oh, yeah, the fruit of forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, that. It's like...
There could be a lot of jokes made with that. Yeah, that's if you bite that, you know secrets. You know bad secrets. Okay, well, I want to take a bite.
That's like Michael Scott in The Office. He's like, someone doesn't tell me, I'm going to scream.
Yeah.
Just
yeah, I know.
Someone doesn't tell me, I'm
God's an asshole for making that tray. Like, he could have just made everything perfect.
Yeah.
But he was just like, I'm going to make some rules.
Yeah, and then
I'm a dick.
Every time in Sunday service or whatever, they would always be like, he created it to tempt humans, or like to give them that option so that we're not just robots or whatever.
It's like an LA sting of humanity. It's like if your parent put like a cookie up on the table.
I'm gonna take that motherfucking cookie.
Right. It's like, don't take this cookie. Like, you're just basically saying to that kid, like, you want to see me take that cookie so you can reprimand me.
Yes.
It's like, no, I just don't want you to. Why did you take that cookie? Janice, eat a dick. All right? Eat a big one. And I'm going to eat this cookie. I already did.
Cool.
Should we move on to some philosophy stuff?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
I think we answered that question to the best of our abilities.
I think so also.
All right. So let's move on to the philosophy question.
Philosophy.
Of the week. Is it possible to live a normal life and not ever tell a lie?
No, it's not. That's my answer.
Yeah.
I don't care how much whatever integrity that you have. I don't care.
You sound like an asshole starting right off. I don't care how much integrity you have.
Okay, all I'm saying...
I don't care about your money or your sick parents or your sick dog. I don't care.
I care about the sick dog.
Yeah, I figured.
All dogs should
go to heaven.
Yeah, and they do. Anyways, yeah, just the fact that people, especially like you, lie on a daily basis so much that it's
okay. Don't act like I lie. I do on certain occasions, on certain days. I'm like having to lie a lot. Yes, but don't act like you lie more than
you impulse
Paul
lie.
Giamatti. Yes, I'm an impulsive liar, not a pathological one, because I have information about that we'll get into. But keep going.
Yeah, because I just feel like if you never lie, like, you can't live a normal life. That's just it,
Yeah, because of what the only variation thing is here is like, what is a normal life? Not going to get into that.
Whatever.
We've kind of talked about that.
We get it.
We understand what a normal life looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Like, if you are a person who only told the truth about like that doesn't mean necessarily saying exactly what you're thinking.
No.
But it's simply just not lying. Like, if somebody says like, hey, does this shirt look good on me? And you're just like, in my opinion, no, it does not.
Yeah.
First off, that's not that rude. If you're just being like, because you also have to be honest with yourself.
It's true.
Because we also lie to ourselves a lot as well. I heard on like the Pete Holmes' podcast, he made it weird. They were just talking about people that were like, I'm just brutally honest. Like, no, you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that shirt makes you look fat. It's like, in your opinion, that does.
Yeah.
You're
there is definitely
dick.
a difference between brutally honest and being a dick. Because being brutally honest is just whatever comes to your mind first. Not any insults or whatever. Like, maybe it is if that's what you're truly just thinking right in that moment.
You want to know the funny thing, Sam?
What?
Even though I do lie a decent amount, I think it's possible to live a normal life without ever telling a lie.
I don't think so.
The only problem is that our brains, that we do start deceiving at like a really early age. But if you were 100% honest, like if from this point on, if you just told the truth, I don't see any problems with that.
Yeah.
Even for myself, like a lot of the times the reason that I will lie is to make myself feel comfortable and to like not hurt other people's feelings or whatever. But the thing about it is, if you're also honest just about your motives too, then that person isn't going to really be offended. You know, that's the whole point about it. If you're truly honest, because I think honesty comes with truth as well. If you're speaking the truth, I don't think there's going to be problems.
Yeah.
If you're not an asshole, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think...
Like, for myself, I literally imagine I could live the rest of a normal life for myself if I never told a lie. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I can imagine.
I think that on average, people lie, too much.
Yes.
But I think that still, like, just the fact that, like, if you never tell a lie, then you can't live a normal life. Like, if you never once tell a lie, because, like you said, it comes from such a young age, Like, I was just watching...
I only laughed because I'm going to read something to you that I just remembered, but keep going.
I just saw this video on Instagram. It was just of this, like, dad saying to his son, like, what's that in your hand? He's like, they're like right outside the doors of like Walmart.
I think I saw this one
too.
too.
And he's like, chocolate. And he's like, did we buy that? He's like, yes. He's like, did we? He's like, no.
I know.
And then he's like, okay, let's go. Like he takes, the boy back to like one of the cashiers or whatever, who says like he wants to say sorry or whatever. And the boy started crying. I saw this,
it's an uncomfortable thing to tell the truth sometimes and to be honest with ourselves.
It's true. Yeah. 'Cause it's like, the boy, tried to just put it back to where he found it.
Right. Oh, I love that part.
Yeah,
where he's like, let's get out of the hard part, you know?
But then he's like, no, we're going to tell someone, like, you're going to own up to your mistake. And
good parenting, I think.
Yeah, no. So then I saw a comment which
I think it's bad parenting to record the events.
Yes, it's true.
Because you just want to put that up on Facebook.
It's true. But I saw a comment on it that was like, that's bad parenting. You're just doing that so that... you look better or whatever. And then
whatever.
I think there's some truth to that, but no, for the most part, like this person, commented, he's like, no, he's making his son own up to,
again,
lying.
You don't need to
like
record it.
So that's the only thing.
It's not like the dad is trying to make himself look good in front of the kid. He's just like, look how cool I am.
No.
But recording it and putting it up on social media.
That's true.
Unless you're like trying to help other parents, but no, there's no reason.
Either way. No, but I do like the message behind it to where it's like, eventually, like, if you do start from a young age of just like, okay, lying is inevitable. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But if for the most part you tell the truth and you understand that lying will have repercussions, then, that's possible to live a life with almost no lying.
Right.
But I don't think that you can live a normal life with no lying at all.
Right. If you knew from a very early age to avoid lying, like you discover lying and you discover it's a valuable tool. Like I'll get into that in some of the research that I did for this week.
Yeah.
But Louis C.K. has that, that joke talking about lying, and he's like, how can I tell my kid to not lie? Like lying will get you out of everything, because like and he uses the example of chocolate. It's like, did you eat the chocolate? Like I look like a monster. And then she's like, no. And she ate the chocolate and I go, okay. And just walk away. She's like, oh, like it solves your problems. Like that's the thing about it. But here, so now so I did some research, and so it's like, last week's question was like, why do we dream? And that's sort of don't read the thing yet.
I'm not.
But
zoning out.
Last week's question was, why do we dream? That's sort of like an easy thing to research. There's some definitive research on this. Whether or not someone can live their whole life without lying is not really a question that people have like answered as much in a way, but I did Google the question, and this is the incredible response that somebody gave on some website. I don't know what it was, but it's like someone's like really clearly emotional and broken, and so the question was, can you live a normal life without telling a lie? And this person's response was, and Sam, put some dramatic music over this when you're editing, every human being has lied at least once in his life. not her life. No matter what he,
Or
she,
their.
yeah, no matter what he, she says, there he corrects himself. It is possible for a person not to lie. Lying can be of different forms. Simple white lies that do not hurt anyone, harmful lies that can ruin a person's life.
Oh.
He's black and white, this one. People lie daily. My father always kills me right there. Who always scolded me when I lied, modifies the truth when his colleagues call him and ask if he's on his way. Yeah, I'm getting in my car, are his words as he sits down to eat breakfast. People lie to hurt others. It may be intentional or unintentional, but it can hurt others. You're the only girl I'm talking to these days, are the words texted by a guy who has 17 unread messages from 9 different girls.
Okay, wait, real quick.
Weird math there, but...
yeah, but the fact that they're unread messages...
That's a good point.
That's
a good point.
Only talking to that one.
That's a good point. Final closing statements. Every person is taught not to lie, but where do they learn to lie? From their environment. Children see adults lying, backbiting and backbiting? I think you meant to say backstabbing. Backbiting and gossiping. Yeah, it's biting people's backs. And know they can get away with lying too. Hypocrisy prevails everywhere.
Oh, God.
This was the most moody person ever. I just love what it, because, people lie daily. My father, comma, who always scolded me when I lied. It's just such a passive aggressive, it's just aggressive, really.
Yeah.
This person is so clear. Okay, so that answers that question.
Was that all one person?
Yes. That guy just posted that.
I thought each one of those little paragraphs.
This was all one dude.
Oh.
Okay, so
Gosh.
here's the legitimate research I found out. On average, in a 10-minute conversation with a stranger, we tell an average of 3 lies. Isn't that weird? And the point being is that we rarely realize it. But I can't imagine what lies those are because I don't realize it. But I'm sure there are times where I'm just like, yeah, nice to meet you. 10-inch dick.
Maybe it's not nice to meet the person.
True.
That's 2 lies right there.
Yeah. 2 lies right there. Right. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. So that I found was really interesting.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what those lies are possibly,
Yeah, I feel like, honestly,
I'm sure they're just little tiny things, obviously, but they still count as lies. Sorry, burping. Researchers show that it was kind of like lying, was an evolutionary advantage. We learned how to lie so that we can fit into our tribe, so that we can make the people that we are around happier, because a lot of the times the truth is just an upsetting thing. And so we lie to fit in. Yeah. But once people realized that they could start lying, that first initial spark of things, then people were just lying left and right to get whatever they wanted.
Why not?
Guess what came into play to kind of stomp on that a little bit?
What?
Religion. That's why lying is bad, in quotes. That's why lying is a sin. Because when you really break it down, why is lying bad? Why is not telling the truth inherently bad, when a lot of times a lie really is not that harmful of a thing?
Well, I mean, you're deceiving something of what is that true.
Bad? Why is that bad? Because you're misleading someone.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a bad thing, is you're keeping
information to yourself.
More of you're changing what information somebody else knows. You know, that's not really your place to play.
I guess I'm just trying to justify my lying.
I know.
To people. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the lying that I'll do is not really bad lying. Again, I'm not being a bad guy.
I feel a lot of it is just, to almost make yourself seem not as bad, whatever, but at the same time make it so that other people aren't as hurt. Right. But back to the part to where it's just talking about, kids discovering lying and stuff like that. I love when kids are being brutally honest, because it's I do believe that kids can be brutally honest, without being a dick.
Well, yeah.
Just because I think it's
they're not trying to be a dick. You know what I mean?
And they're, they just don't have a filter. That's what,
there's it's a pretty pure thing. Yeah. But you're just like, why the fuck would you say that? Yeah, I don't know any better.
Yeah, because there's that one post where it's He's like, I went up to a little kid and said, "Hey, I like your shoes." He's like, "Thanks, my parents are getting divorced."
Yeah.
It's just
like, yeah, it's not a filter. Like, a kid was also just trying to fill in conversational gaps
yeah.
with his brain, just sort of like, what do I say next? My parents are getting divorced. you
Yeah,
know?
like I was
these
always
are
that type of
like,
kid.
These are
you know?
just facts to the kid.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to it.
This is what's happening in my life right now.
Doesn't understand
Here you
the
go.
links. Well, so, but yeah, so that's why like religion kind of came into like, otherwise everything would be total anarchy and we would just be lying left and right. Since there's something in our brains that say like, hey, lying is bad, then we, you know, don't do it as much, which is good, I guess, in a way. But I still do it as much as I want. Okay, so then something about pathological liars, because these people exist and they are out there.
It's true.
The interesting thing about, so the thing about pathological liars, people that just lie left and right, is that they really, truly, usually always believe their own lie, too. Like, that's the thing about it.
That's
that,
interesting.
Bad liars really don't believe what they're saying, you know?
Yeah.
Good liars, which me, like, are really good at believing both sides of the issue and just choosing one side.
Yeah, I guess
You know
that's
what I
like
mean?
Michael Scott, to where he's just...
That's funny you say that, because
Yeah.
I wrote, bring up Michael Scott.
I know, I just saw that on your computer screen. Yeah, just because, it's like, he'll say stuff like, I can never tell if it's you guys saying, like, haha, stop, Michael, like, I'm laughing so hard, I'm busting a gut, or, like, you actually want me to stop.
That's such a funny line.
Yeah, it's so good, like...
Yeah, I
Almost
mean,
never does he
but
actually
here's the
make
thing.
people laugh.
Is he a pathological liar because he's also just like brutally honest and stupid like a kid?
It's true. I think that...
Say stuff that is just like so racially charged that you're just like, what?
Yeah, so I think he is a pathological liar in the sense of he just has no idea when he is and when he's not,
I think he is a compulsive liar. I think there's a little bit of a difference between, because a pathological liar, I think the idea there is that, and I don't know if it comes from the Greek or from the root pathos or from path, being that they see the paths, because I'll get into the sort of the science of pathological liars here. Trying to find those links, and finding a way out. Like, that's what I'll do a lot of times when I'll lie. Because I wouldn't say, because I am a bit compulsive, and this may make me sound crazy or whatever, but, like, I'll lie to sort of, like, I am planning out usually my lie, like, it happens all of a sudden, and I'm just like, I find the root, and I think it might come down to me also being, like, a writer or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a pathological liar because I tell the truth quite a bit. But anyways, so, but yeah, believing their lies wholeheartedly is like a really important attribute to a pathological liar. So our brains are made up of, white matter and gray matter. Gray matter is it's more the material used for like storing information and just like regular brain function, while white matter is used for making links and connections and finding different paths and all that. Pathological liars have 25% more white matter in their prefrontal cortex, which is used for, I believe, communication. So they're able to make these links with their lies, and they're able to basically retain the information that they have used for the lie and been able to follow it through, which I think is really interesting. So it's like there's like a literal evolutionary change in pathological liars that make them better at lying.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because, I heard something one time that it says an honest person never has to remember what they said.
It's Mark Twain.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's also a Louis C.K. joke about that, too.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
which
I didn't
is,
know about
it's
that.
all in that same thread of
Oh,
the little girl thing.
But yeah, it's true. An honest person never has to remember what they said because it's the truth, It can be fact-checked. But when someone lies, they have to remember that lie specifically or else they can get caught in it and be exposed, as a liar. So, and, there's repercussions to that. So if you're not, like if you do start getting caught up in this web of lies, I bet, your brain starts just kicking in more and more, just like, okay, I have to start, making more connections and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, I've never had a problem with lies in a way. Like, I mean, not morally. I mean, well, morally, I've never had problems with lying. Like, I've never been, which may make me crazy.
Good to
But
know.
I honestly don't lie to ever hurt anybody or to get ahead. I more lie just because I'm like, I have no idea. But,
Yeah.
anyways, so as far as like all that connection stuff goes, yeah, it's like it can be definitely challenging. Anyways, on to the last sort of closing thing. So it's like if these pathological liars are like, evolved to make these links and hold this information better, like why aren't they ahead? It's because usually people get found out.
Yeah.
Like usually people can find out. It's like, oh, so you were just lying to me? I was like, well, yeah, blah, 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 and they try to talk their way out of it, and then people see them as dicks, and they get fired, and they get shunned from their friend group.
Yeah.
All this jazz. So pathological liars, although could, be CEOs of companies, a lot of times people just get found out.
Yeah.
But if they're that good of a liar, they
'Cause,
can probably just lie their way out of that. And
they
there's
flew
probably a
too
lot of
close to
pathological liars that are running the world right now.
Yeah, because they flew, too close to the sun, whatever.
Icarus. Yes. So that's pretty much all the information I had online. So, but to kind of come back to the philosophy aspect of it, technically, it's not really possible to live a normal life without telling a lie. Like, we start lying from age, I think it's like 6 months old or something. That was one of the facts I read. We tell our first lie at around that age, which is just really interesting. So, so truly to answer the question, no, you really can't live a normal life without telling a lie, which really comforts me.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Do you feel like we answered that question to the best of our abilities?
Yeah, I think we did. I think that was pretty smooth.
All right, let's finish this off with some fun questions.
Okay.
Sam, I asked you this question yesterday. What's the most imaginative insult you can come up with?
Oh yeah, I forgot to think about that. One of my favorites to use is fumbling imbecile.
Okay.
I like
right.
that one just because, it's kind of like, it's not cussing. It's just like,
It's not cussing.
yeah, it's just like it's also kind of fun to say.
Yeah. I like coming up with insults, but there's not one that you can just like use against everybody that I think is like you have to point out specific things. Like I work with this
True.
guy who is the cook. I'm not gonna point out who he is,
Yeah.
but he looks like Squidward, and I hate him. And I'm like, he's just got a big nose, and he's kind of got a bigger head, and he's kind of got long arms and legs. I'm just like, oh my fucking god, you look like Squidward. And that sort of insult to me is great.
Yeah.
Things like that,
See, that's the thing.
I also work with this guy. I like him actually. I think he's a nice guy. But his hair's just like really big and back, and I'm like, you look like a fucking cockatoo. And he just like thought it was funny, but I just like those type of insults.
Yeah. On the Enneagram scale, I am a type 9. So that means that I always want to, remain calm, stuff like that. So most of the time, I'm very passive. And when I'm in this passive mode, tired, whatever, I don't really notice people's flaws that much. I'm like, whatever, you're just another human being. I don't really need to pay that much attention to you. But then that's the thing with 9s is we're either 0 or we're 100, and we get very mad very fast. And
I can testify to this.
and there've only been a handful of times when somebody like out of my family has actually made me like that mad.
I don't feel like it's a handful. I think there's quite a few times we got you riled the fuck up.
Outside of my family.
Oh, outside of your family. I thought you said in my family.
No, outside of my family.
It's more like I should listen, right?
Right? But yeah, to where, and then when that kicks in, I start just analyzing every flaw the person has, and I just immediately become so, like, good with coming out.
What's a good insult that you've used on someone?
That's the thing.
Don't say who they are.
I always hold myself back because I'm like,
What's
I know
one that you've thought of. Can you remember one that you've thought of?
I can't remember one that I've thought of right
Come
now.
on,
Because
I can't be the biggest asshole on this podcast.
Because I hardly ever interact with people anymore.
I know
I don't have friends.
There's gotta be one in your brain that you're just like, that was a good one, and you held back.
There's just certain things that I'm like, I can't think of, but like, just things that I know would just obliterate the person.
I've thought of things that I'm like, oh my God, that's horrible. Like,
Yeah.
I've thought of things that I'm like, that's so, like, too far about, like, family members that have died. Like,
That's the thing. Is
I'm like,
I always
oh my God, I would never say that in a million years.
Yeah, like, say it's not, like, in person, like, say I'm starting to get mad, like, over text or something like that.
Yeah.
To where I will, like, type something out and I'm like, to where even my super angry, full on, just, really passionate self,
Rage mode.
yeah, rage mode, when I see that, I'm like, no, I can't send that.
What
To
is
where-
something that you've typed out? I
don't
can't
know.
imagine
Okay,
you.
well-
like who has gotten you so mad outside the family? You know what I mean?
I don't know. There's certain people to where I'm like, I'll just start getting really riled up. There's certain things that I can think of, but they're a little too specific to actually like mention.
Okay. See, I'm the opposite. Like I'm constantly, I hate everyone. Like here's the thing: when I say I hate everyone, it's like I really do. I initially just don't like people initially.
Yeah.
But then I learn to empathize for them. And then I really care about that person. I will really like that person. And I'll defend that person, whatever. Like, then I become really loyal to that person. So, naturally, like, people kind of, like, offend me easily in the beginning. And so I'm just kind of, like, coming up with, like, defenses. Like, if something were to break out. Like, yesterday when I was working with this guy that, and it's usually just people I work with, at my coffee shop job, that he was just really pissing me off and I didn't like him and he was just irritating me and all this shit that I was just like accumulating this like handbag of insults and just like tear downs. And I'm like, this shows how insecure I am.
Yeah.
In my brain. I'm like, you are being just a baby.
Yeah. And that's one thing is I'm like, I never actually end up, saying or sending or whatever these insults because I know whenever I do get that riled up, I'm just like,
Eat a Snickers.
yeah, I'm not myself when I'm hungry, but I end up just realizing I'm like, no, this too shall pass, and then I'll regret if I say anything.
Yeah,
so I end up just
absolutely.
like I don't know, an insult that I just came up with for whatever would be something like crater face, socially awkward pig.
Yeah, that's
something
pretty
like that.
good. That's good. That's
But-
because also that's very high school. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So that's something that can actually apply to a good amount of people.
And I don't think I've actually said a lot of those insults. I mean, I'll say the ones that people that I'm like, oh yeah, they can definitely handle these insults. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never will attack someone's sort of ego or their shell if they're kind of seem like an awkward or uncomfortable person, because also that person usually isn't offending me. I just worked with this guy last night that I had never worked with before. Sounds like it was a really busy day yesterday. It fucking was. And he's this ginger kid, and he's so effing nice that I was like, I love you. Like, you are just so non-threatening. You're very nice. You just seem like a hard worker, really passionate, really nice. Whereas the other guy, he was like not down to earth, seemed like a pseudo-intellectual, and was just like so prideful, would not apologize, all this shit. And I was just like, I'm ready to destroy your life. Because I was like, he like told me a little bit about his life. Then I'm like, I'm going to use that if you don't shut the fuck up.
God,
Yeah. You're happy you're not me, right?
Yeah.
But everything's fine. It's the next day and I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap up with one more question.
Sounds good. I don't want to leave off on that. So.
Yeah, but hey, do you think we answered to the best of our abilities?
Yeah. Good. What was even the question? I forget.
What's the most creative insult you come up with? That's a good one. I like the one you gave.
Yeah, that's just off the top. Of my
Sam.
head.
Sam, would you rather have a dog with a cat's personality or a cat with a dog's personality? Oh yeah, this
Cats with dogs' personality.
because that's what you love the most about dogs.
Yeah, I love that they're like man's best friend,
Yeah.
and it's like cats can be cute, but then
Can you imagine if you had a dog that clawed you as much as a cat? Like, those claws are fucking big.
it would have to
compared
be put
to a
down.
cat.
Like literally, like
Yeah.
it would attack guests.
Yeah.
and stuff like
There
that.
are some dogs that are like skittish or whatever and
Yeah.
distant, but yeah, I'd rather have a cat with a dog's personality.
Yeah, because at least at that point, you can still play with it. I feel like you can't really play with cats besides like, the little ball
I
of
think
fuzz
playing
and
with a
stuff
cat,
like
like I've met some cool cats and I'm like, oh, these are pretty legit. But
Yeah.
also I'm like, it seems like it's gonna fucking claw me.
Yeah, no.
That's my biggest thing. That I'm like, a dog, even if it bites you, say it. Well, okay, I have been attacked by a dog in recent months, and it sucked. I was dog sitting. I'm not gonna say whose dog I was. I've only dog sat one person, so if they watch this, they're gonna know. I told one of the persons, but the person whose dog it actually was, they don't want to know. But so they just brought the dog in because they were coming from like 45 minutes away. They were going to spend the night. They brought the dog with, and they were going out clubbing, so I was just going to dog sit and chill with the dog. I dropped them off. I come back. The dog's there, and I'm trying to like be nice or whatever, and it's so skittish on me. And they were like, oh, no, this dog is really chill and really cool. And I was like, okay. And literally, like, at one point, I turn around, and it goes, rah, and it just bites my fucking ass, like, hard. And I was like, I punched the dog.
What ass?
Haha. Nobody knows I have a flat ass. I sit in this whole... Anyways.
Yeah, but you do.
I do. And so I, like, hit this dog. I'm like, no. Like, and I set it to the other side of the room because I'm like, this is my fucking house. Like, you don't get to bite my ass. And then later, I'm trying to, like, coax...
You were going to say, this is my ass.
This is my ass. You don't get to bite it, you backbiter. Brought it around.
Whoa.
And anyways, so this dog... So then later, I like try to coax it or whatever, and it's still just like kind of looking at me. I'm like not comfortable, and I'm pissed. I'm fucking livid because I'm like, this is bullshit. It was so insulting. And then later, it bit my ass again, and I was just like it was just trying to, and I was like, I was so pissed. Like it makes me mad just thinking about it. And I go over to their house every now and then. I see that dog, and I'm just like, I want to hit it. Like just instinctively, I want to punch that dog in the fucking face and be like, I'm the alpha. Anyways, again,
Yeah. So
things
fun
of
fact.
the ego.
Oh, fun fact. I actually have a cat allergy.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I know you don't.
Yes, I do.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna.
I have a cat
you do.
allergy. It's no, it's not that bad. Like it barely ever actually like acts up. But whenever I'm at my friend's house, he has a cat at both places, and he's had cats in the past and stuff like that. No matter what time of the year it is, I get the same type of allergies as when it's like, spring or whatever, there's a lot of pollen in the air, to where I'll get like super watery eyes, like super red, scratchy eyes. I'll get like a runny nose, stuff like that. I'm like, I have an allergy to cats. It's not that bad unless I'm like, around its
I won't.
hair
I'm
and
not, I
stuff
don't
like
believe
that.
you, but
I do.
you do believe you.
I do have an allergy. Is what I'm saying.
Great.
Can you not look at your phone?
Sorry, I was.
It's
distracted.
human contact.
I
right
know.
Here.
I'm sorry. I'm bad with it.
But yeah.
Okay. And also, I saw a video recently that was of a girl who was doing a Twitch stream, and she was trying to like kiss her cat while like it was up on her headrest for a chair, and like kissing the cat or whatever, like just whatever.
Her.
And it fucking clawed her eye, and it was like her eye was just bleeding. This is really pleasant to end on, but I was just like, cats suck. Cats suck.
Yeah, but then imagine if that's just a dog. It's like it could,
dogs wouldn't do that.
Exactly, that's what I'm
Right,
saying.
yeah.
It's
It
like
would
you
kiss your
could
eye
just-
back. It'd be like it would use its lips and go, even though it doesn't have lips.
Yeah. Well, it would still try to lick your face. It'd just be, like sandpaper. That's another thing. Cats have sandpaper tongues.
Oh, yeah, all of it. It's just like
Redonkulous.
cats are just like, there are things I respect about cats. How they're like low maintenance. You don't have to care about them. You don't have to have the empathy that you
Also,
need
I do
for a
think
dog.
they're
But
kind of like, just their stealth and like jumping.
yeah, there's
It's
cool
pretty
things about them.
But still,
Overall, dogs all the way.
dogs are better.
Dogs all the way. All right, I think we are going to wrap up now. Does that sound about right, Sam?
Yeah, I have to have a question of the week.
Oh shit, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, do you want me to do some outro stuff as you think of one?
Yeah.
Okay, completely tune me out.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, so much for listening and or watching. If you are listening to this, the full-length version, we do have short little 10-minute cut-downs on YouTube and on Facebook. You can go to, YouTube, Questions Only Podcast on YouTube and Questions Only Podcast on Facebook if you want to watch the 10-minute video versions. If you're watching the 10-minute video versions, we'll drop some links in the description so that you can either listen to this on whatever platform you want to listen to it on. and or listen to it on YouTube because we upload the full versions there as well. If you want to follow us on Twitter for the podcast itself, it is at @only_podcast. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @BealsMason. Don't know why you'd want to follow me on Twitter. Do you have one, Sam?
Yeah, I guess I have one.
All right, Sam. 3, 2, 1, question.
What's your favorite lie to tell? I feel like, kind of wrapped it.
What would be the answer to that?
I don't like for a while mine was that my middle name was Isaac just because I was
Okay, that's
messing
weird.
with people.
I understand, but can I modify one?
Sure.
It's different. We're asking you a question in a way.
Okay.
I guess that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Tell us 2 truths and a lie. Send us in
Yeah.
2 truths and a lie, and we will try to send back which one we think is the lie.
Yes.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
Not to step on your
No, that's fine.
platform. I was just
That's
trying
fine.
to build
I just
off of
couldn't-
that. That's all right. We always forget about the question
Yeah.
of the week. So if you want to send in your answer for the question of the week, you can send it into
questionsonlyinbox@gmail.com.
send in an email there with the subject line question or answer. And if you want to send in the question, send it with a question. If you want to send in both, do question and answer. And we will love to hear some of your questions and answers.
Yeah.
If you want to follow my YouTube channel, my personal one, it's Pineapple Flavor Productions. I talk about movies and TV, and then I also make a little bit of some short films and stuff and some other kind of fun whatevers. That's basically it for me. Sam?
Yeah, I was just going to say also if you want to, send in you're wrong and stuff like that to our email, you can do that, we'll check it. I'm not lying.
Okay, that
I
was...
just
If you
gotta bring it back somehow.
Also, if you want to comment them below, that works as well.
That's true.
If you want to comment below 2 truths and a lie, we'd love to see some of that stuff.
Yeah, and you can absolutely, we will check it. We have nothing better to do.
Yeah. Why the fuck wouldn't we check it?
Yeah, exactly. We have nothing in that inbox.
We
so
get the
far.
notifications on our phones.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I have an Instagram, Sam the Beals Man. Mm-hmm. I have a office meme page on Instagram. It's Blind Guy McSqueezy. I'm not gonna give you guys my other social media because I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah, if you want to follow me on, Instagram, it's MasonBeals97. I haven't posted there in a long time, but I'll same with the Pineapple Flip Productions. I definitely get these gaps where I'm just busy with other things, so I can't post. But if you want to follow those things, those are the things we care about, and we care about you guys. Thank you so much for listening and or watching. Stay questionable, everybody.